I love my friends. I'm going to miss you. I really am. How am I going to let go? Guys, I'm back. I just needed something to drink. I was feeling a little shaky. I had to get some crackers. Plus, my room got dark. If you're wondering why I always sit here to do these videos, I have the best reception right here. In this little corner of this is the top floor of my house. Downstairs, you can't even take phone calls down there. Like, we always have to come up here to even talk on the telephone. And all my computer shit's up here. My gaming shit is up here because of the reception. But up here, it's like straight up 5G, awesome, just perfect streaming, everything. It's just something about my house. But I just love this little corner. It never fails to talk right here. I've never had like a drop video or anything or a phone call. So we're going to finish up this binder. We're not done yet. I got you guys through the pretty awkward sexual themed candy. If you missed that, go back and see the last video from like 10 minutes ago. Excuse me. So in the last video, we ended on G. And so we're going to keep going down the alphabet Garbage Pail Kid group ideas I have. Guys, again, you're welcome to take them. It's not stealing. I'm giving them to you. I even posted just now on Blockstars Live a list of them. Take them, please. Don't give me credit. I don't care. I'm not going to be around to even know. I got this in yesterday, by the way. Pagoda oranges. This is from the 30s. Welly good. Yeah, this was on has some rat shit stains on it. At one time, this was in a store, and it had a fucking box. I've seen the boxes. They're rare. Nothing as rare as this, though. This is the header card. But anyway, there was a wood crate, and it had oranges, and this was sitting on top as a display piece from the 30s. Yeah, pretty cool. I think it's very Garbage Pail Kids, honestly. All right, so my idea for H is actually a group I actually made. I never published it. It's called Garbage Pail Kid Haters. So I know a lot of people think I'm a hater. That's probably because they don't know what a hater is. Anytime anyone says anything that's against what you think is right, you get called a hater. That's just part of being on the internet. That's also just being a part of being on the front line like I am. Being someone who talks a lot, who posts a lot. I have the second most posts on GPK Underground in history. I had over 10,000 posts. In fact, I have more posts than anyone in GPK history. If you look at Cheap Toy Land, I had over 5,000 posts on Cheap Toy Land, which is affiliate cheap toy site of Garbage Pail Kids. I'm also on Facebook. I'm constantly posting long-ass, book-long posts. I've never stopped. There's probably not a bigger voice in Garbage Pail Kids written history than me. However, some people think I have a hater voice, that I talk negatively about certain Garbage Pail Kids. Yeah, I do, because I've seen the evolution. I'm becoming an old man. I'm becoming that man, sort of like, a grandpa who's always grouchy because they remember the 50s when America was good and Coca-Cola was 5 cents, and you could see Garbage Pail Kids in a different light. Or maybe Garbage Pail Kid Haters is a place that we can vent. Like, I feel like I can't say what I want to say in, name a fucking group, just fucking Collective. Well, I'm not even a member there anymore anyway. But I can't go in Collective and start talking shit. Like, I can't actually express my true feelings without some mod who's jealous of me that I was on TV coming down on my throat and deleting my shit. Why would I spend 20 minutes making a long, woven, beautiful post critiquing the state of Garbage Pail Kids just to have some pussy mod delete it? You want me to repeat that? A pussy mod, delete it. Don't forget, Russ Van is now a free agent. I have no affiliations with any groups at the time. This is the first time in my collecting life I've ever been a free agent. If you need a moderator or admin who has a set of balls, you know where to find me. Yeah, but I think we need this haters group. A place where we can really vent. In this group, you can say what you want. Yeah, Zuck could... Okay, that's the thing, though, with GPK haters. And I put a lot of thought into this group. The problem with... Guys, listen to me just a minute. There's a problem with collecting Garbage Pail Kids on Facebook that a lot of people don't think about. Garbage Pail Kids is no longer privatized, meaning by posting our ideas on Facebook, they're not really ours anymore. If you think about it, who owns Block Stars Live? It's not Paul. It's not me. It's not Glenn. Who owns Block Stars Live? Hey, Paul, I see you, man. I'm not talking shit about you. No, I actually love you, man. But who owns Block Stars Live? Real talk. Real talk. Zuckerberg. There's things I can't say right now because Zuckerberg can come down. My boss, Zuckerberg, could to fucking put me in Facebook jail. And no one's safe. Anytime you post on Facebook, there's certain fucking rules. We did this to ourselves. It wasn't like this. We had a private group. We had a private forum. Everybody was fucking on it. Holy shit. Hold on, guys. No one takes you closer. No one risks their life to take you in the eye of the storm. Yeah, but seriously. But it's not like that. We don't have control. We don't have control over our own fucking shit. Why would I spend 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 40 minutes writing fucking basically prose, poetry sometimes, that I'm spending a lot of time writing meaningful content, and I'm not in control of it? But I used to be in control of it because it was in a private group. And I know, I saw the evolution from having control over my own intellectual property, my own writings. Dude, I have a fucking essay called Cheap Toy Exodus that I spent fucking months on. Oh my God. Holy shit, guys. That I have control over. That's been posted in GPK World. It's a known article. It's like a real thing. But if I post that, even if I post Cheap Toy Exodus in Facebook, it's not mine. I lose all rights to it. You guys don't get it, man. Well, you just don't know. That's why I'm here. So hear that vent, hear that passion. That's why we need a group called GPK haters who fucking say the real shit. Okay, my idea for I already told you I didn't have a good idea for I. So what I came up with is Garbage Pail Kids Idiot March. You know how this is going to sound like I'm hating. Mainly this is because I couldn't come up with a good idea for a group starting with the letter I. I mean, I came with a bunch of ideas, but some were just even too corny to mention. But you know how we have like Garbage Pail Kid Misfits. I love that group, by the way. I love Garbage Pail Kid Misfits. We have Garbage Pail Kids Rejects. So basically, my Idiot March group would be just like another one of those. So, you know, so Garbage Pail Kid Idiot March is basically my group. Just another fun, like a Misfits group or, Okay, my idea for Jay. I got a good one, okay? Hold on, let me take you back in here. Yeah, I'm pretty ramped up. I've had my coffee. There's absolute fucking thunderstorm from hell outside. I'm sitting literally a foot from the action. I'm nearing an hour mark of me talking live. Oh my God. Yeah, I'm nearing an hour of me talking full nonstop alone in my studio. So I'm getting a little loopy here. Okay, my idea for Jay is Garbage Pail Kids Jerry Springer. Dude, okay, this is an absolute drama site. Okay, were you friends with somebody and they turned out to be a total fucking douchebag and you want to bring this shit public? You come to Garbage Pail Kids Jerry Springer. He did what? What? And so we bring out all these players and we basically settle your disputes, but in front of a live audience. We can even have live streams. We can have group live streams. You come in, you got some beef, man. We're gonna squash some beef in front of the entire hobby on Garbage Pail Kids Jerry Springer. Shit's gonna be lit, man. Okay, we are in the back of this book. Now, I don't know if anyone is caring at this point. Not even sure I am. Notice these have almost no graphics, or they're very generic. I still wanted to get them in here. Some of them do have some little gems like Von Dam bubblegum and, But yeah, it's kind of dropping off. A lot of my good novelty stuff was in the front. But still, I wanted to get them laid out. It's fun to have these little mini wrappers of gum. And some do have little fun things like cartoons from other countries. Or this is a dog, actor dog, and this has a tank on it, But yet we can't read this shit. I can't read this. I don't know if it's Greek. I don't even know what country these are from. These have soccer stars on them. And there's a dancer. So, yeah, so in the back of the book, it's getting a little lame, It has that nice little mascot. That's a little weird. Yeah, but I think we need a Jerry Springer site for all the drama. Man, you got some drama. You want to squash some beef? Shh, I'll see you at GPK Jerry Springer. But we need a host. We need somebody who tolerates this kind of drama and who will let people speak without just fucking interrupting constantly. We need a real host, like a Jerry Springer type of host. I know there's some people out there. I think I could probably do it. This page is actually pretty interesting. Now I'm looking closer at it. I forgot I even own these. A lot of cartoons. I guess I'm on kind of a cartoon theme here. Scooby-Doo, what's not to like? Pokemon, that's rare. Can't read. Skip to the next one. I hear a bird. That's so sad. I mean, imagine being a fucking bird during this level of a lightning storm. What's it like for these animals who don't have a home, who's not sitting in air conditioning, and who don't have food prepared and ready, and they're just out there in this scary place? Did you know they had a Harley Davidson bubblegum? That's actually really cool. Dragon. Who doesn't like a dragon? Harry Potter, that's extremely rare. Got some more Pokemon. These are all foreign really obscure. Got some Wolverine action, more Van Damme. Yeah, he's really popular in Europe, by the way. I don't know if you know that. Or he was. Some obscure foreign cartoon that I'll never see. All right, let's go on to the next one. So for the letter K, what I've come up with, what about, ready? Garbage Pail Kids. Kids. But I think the listing would, the group name would be Garbage Pail, capital Kids, Kids. So my kid, she's not a kid, she's 21. She likes Garbage Pail Kids. She's not focused on it. Why would any 21-year-old? I don't know. I would think not many people in their 20s would be that interested in any of this. Certainly not collecting at any sort of high level, because you're working on your own life. You're trying to figure out life and all that. But anyway, I think a lot of us will eventually, our kids will get to this point where they'll think back, oh, Dad had these cards, and Dad, can I have them to sell? I'll be giving all this shit to my daughter. So I think this will be in the future. Remember, these are future groups. This one is probably super fucking ridiculous, because I think by the time most of our kids are at that age where we could have a group full of them. I'm talking about the children of Garbage Pail Kid collectors. I'm talking about having a group called Garbage Pail Kids, meaning you're that next wave. I'm from the OG wave. There was a wave after me, and I'm talking about maybe another generation ahead of us. Okay, so that's my idea for K, is a kids site. Now, another variant of the kids idea is some of us, I wish I could say her name. I can't do it. I've made a promise not to say any collector's name in my Quitting Garbage Pail Kids series. I'm so tempted. But anyway, there's a collector, a female who has a young daughter, super sweet, who supposedly likes Garbage Pail Kids. So what I was thinking is maybe for the kids page, a variant of it, we could do it now. And it could be basically like a mama, daughter, mama, son, son, daughter. Father, son, father, daughter. Basically, you bring your kid to the group. But you monitor them. We can't just have kids talk shit. Big thunderstrike. So this is sort of like take your kid to work group, basically. And they can mingle, and you can kind of watch them and and groom them to become collecting monsters that we are, right? Guys, these are absolutely fucking incredible. You're looking at legit op art. These were made in the time that these should have been made, the appropriate 1960s, made during the op art era. They put op art on candy bars. This shit is Woodstock. This shit is LSD. This shit is straight up trip shrooms. I'm eating chocolate and tripping, man. What a ride. Can't believe I own these. I own the whole set. Never seen them again. Did you know 007 James Bond had their own bubble gum? It was made in London. These are lame. Disney shit. I'm not a big Disney person. These have some pretty old cartoons on them. Pretty cool. Crazy though, like this was on the market. Like, where's your fucking shirt? It's kind of weird not to see anything there, too. And then you see this white dolphin going through a hole. I just have a dirty mind. Okay, yeah, I have a dirty mind. Obviously, I bought this Big Nuts candy. And I bought this because it says black magic, like witchcraft. And I thought these little German kids looked creepy, but this wasn't made to be creepy. That's just my imagination projecting onto these items. So black magic chocolate bars were not evil, but I'm presenting them as evil. Big Nuts chocolate bars, they're not, notice with pink, which is pretty gay. You know, they're not gay, but I'm presenting them in a novelty way. Does that make sense? And this Nestle, yeah, I'm getting tired. Galact candy from, is it Netherlands? It does, I don't think it's, you know, pedo, but I'm presenting it in a pedo way. Or a weird novelty way. So I think that's kind of what we're doing as collectors. We're reappropriating something that was on the market and putting it in a funny context. Or that's what I'm doing. Okay, the last one I'm going to discuss, and I've got to go. This is crazy. First of all, I got to go pick up my dog, but there's a thunderstorm, and my throat's really dry. The last one is lawyers. Okay, for GPK lawyers, some of us, we need fucking advice, man. We need something bigger than what you can find out there. And apparently, I heard. Let me put this up. I heard that Fanatics. It was Tom Bunk that said this. That Fanatics is basically just a bunch of lawyers now. That the people who bought Tops back in fucking January are just a bunch of lawyers. And so I was thinking, oh, that's kind of funny. What if we had, and I know some of the collectors nowadays, I know that's what they do in their life. We have lawyer collectors, which is how they're buying all this shit. How am I buying all this shit being a retired teacher is I have a store. You know, that's how I got all this, right? But anyway, I think we need a site where you can get legal advice. What if you are going through a divorce and your wife wants, what if someone wanted, you know, I don't have a prenup, they wanted to take all my shit. I would come here, find those collectors that actually have, that are lawyers, get legal advice. And yeah, so that's my idea for L. Tops, or not Tops lawyers, GPK lawyers. Yeah, get legal advice from your GPK friends. Before I go, let me ask you, because this brings up a new question. What GPK collector would you take legal advice from? Was it a joke? Probably. I gotta go. I love you guys. Russ Van out. Next time I have a video, it's not going to be today. We're going to pick up on M and keep going till we get to Z. So many ideas.